What up, neighbors? Welcome back. Today we're gonna do some edging. So look at my little cheap red wagon. So I've got this garden area I put in here, this landscaping area where these bushes were at. So I've got a line right here that you can see that I've already cut out, and it goes back towards the camera that way. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that out the best we can. Ideally, the landscape bed is slightly higher than the ground over here, but for this time being, that's not the case. So we're just gonna do this, show you how I do it. Everybody does it different. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you're happy with the result. A lot of people like to use like a sod shovel, which is basically a sharp rectangle shovel. I like to use these half moon edgers, and it's probably because I own one and I don't own the sod shovel. I do, it just sucks, and I'm not gonna go spend more money on one, so half moon shovel it is. So get the line created, and I'm just gonna start scooping out this line, and then we're gonna start creating this edge a little tighter. So we have a live edge, so which means that I will be mowing with my cylinder mower right on top of this live edge here as soon as this recovers. I've got some good bluegrass here, it's just not very dense, so, which I don't know that it is gonna get dense. I'm dense, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it's gonna be super hot soon, so. All right, let's get to it. You can see my line right here. That's what I'm trying to contour to, so I can take that cylinder mower right over top of it. That's looking sharp. Nice and clean. I think we got a level, there's like a swale right here that goes down towards that side of the yard. So we'll have to do some leveling on that, and not like a generic level, just like a, we got some sand, we can do that too. So let's continue down the line. We're gonna expand this eventually, but continue along the line and get it done until we get to this shrub thingy over here, this giant green arboretum or whatever, cypress tree. And then we'll go to right here. And then eventually we're gonna go around, make that big. And then that's kind of my plan for the renovation, is I really just wanna get all of this nice and ready as much as I can. So I have nice live edges, because right now on some of this area I have, like right here, just all plastic liner around all of that and all of this. And I want to get rid of that. I want to make that all live edge. And then the next thing I have to do is, I really like these lights, especially at night when there's dew. Those guys, I like those. And I'm glad I didn't just stick them in the ground. I surround them in gravel. But what happens is that needs to go, those liners need to go down at like below the crown so that I can remove the lights, cylinder mow, and not have to worry about it. So I think on that edge over here, what we'll do is we're gonna straighten this out and not make it a curve. It's gonna come at like an angle, like real sharp, like some sort of fancy Japanese cooking knife or fancy serial killer knife, whatever. So let's dump that dirt. And now I think we got a little bit more room. Let's do that first. Let's finish this edge. All right, these live edges are not rocket science. They're pretty easy. And they might fill in a little bit and you just have to maintain them. But I'll show you the one thing you have to make sure you do, or else you're gonna give yourself a headache. And that's when you actually design your cutout. You don't want to have massive curves. So you don't want to have all these curves, or else you're gonna have an issue with your lawnmower, especially if you rotary mow. If you cylinder mow, you can just put the cylinder right over the edge, right here like that, and it won't be a problem. But if you are using a rotary mower, you are going to have a nightmare of a time trying to get all this grass, because if it's like a snake, you're only going to get part of that, and then you're going to come through with your weed whacker and get the rest of it, and that's not fun. So don't do that. It drives me nuts in the backyard because we did that this spring, and I'll go show you. We're going to go back there anyway, so let's see if we can hold the camera and pull the wagon at the same time. Yeah, we're doing all right. Oh God. I can take the rotary mower straight, but I missed that spot right there. So then I have to go through with a weed whipper and get the grass there, which I don't do all the time, because it's no fun. And you know, the grass is coming up all right, like the perennial ryegrass, but it's still kind of bare. So keep that in mind when you do your live edges. Another thing is your trees. I did my trees here, and I adjust them. I need to get all that dirt as well. But the problem is you have all these roots, especially on some of these sucker trees. They have low roots. So don't cut them, try not to damage them. If they're a little exposed, that's all right. These trees are crazy. And they put up suckers, and they put down crap, and they look prehistoric, and that's the only cool thing about them. They have a cool shade profile, yada, yada, yada. Screw that tree. So the game plan is to kind of do like a circle from here all the way out here, and then maybe like flowers around this thing and mulch. This guy is not in the right place. I mean, I like those trees, but I don't know. All right, that wraps it up for me, guys. It's as good as it's gonna get today. I hope that demonstrates a little bit to you about live edges. I hope you appreciate the video. We have a nice clean cut here. So if you could go ahead and give me a like. If you want to stick around, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time, neighbor. Peace.